Okay, let's move on to the Northeast 8. Last year we had a three-way tie for first place in the Northeast 8, first every year for the Northeast 8. This year, New Haven, with the beating they put on East Noble last week, 55-21.
Which we predicted, right?
No, we predicted it to be pretty close, and it was not. But you know, hats off to New Haven with what they were able to do, not only offensively, but really defensively, because Andrew McCormick went into last week, 24 touchdown passes, 1 interception. They intercept McCormick 3 times, take 2 back for scores. I mean, they played fantastic defensively.
Yeah, and our questions was for New Haven, can they perform that defense against a very, very good offense? It was not that we doubted them, it's just we had not seen it yet. And they came out and exceeded all expectations last week, played phenomenal, both sides of the ball, but very, very impressed with the defense and being able to rattle Andrew McCormick. We have not seen that this year. Even in the Cathedral game, he played admirably. But for New Haven to really dominate that East Noble offense the way they did was very, very impressive.
And talking about Adams Central and Woodland, you mentioned that urgency for a senior. Keyshawn Moore, Keyshawn Jones, we've called their name plenty of times over the last few years on Friday nights, but it seems like they're playing with even more determination because, you know, they would make, if New Haven made a mistake, you know, sometimes it would snowball. These guys are making sure that doesn't happen during their senior campaign and leading this team exceptionally well.
Yeah, definitely doing a great job, and now they're feeding off the underdog role, and a lot of people did not expect them to win that game Friday, and that's something that a lot of kids like to feed off. Even at the college level, you always hear it, and even at the pro level sometimes on people just don't, you know, the underdog role. Nobody's respecting us, all that, and I think New Haven has gravitated towards that, has taken that and run with it, and now they're going to win the NE8 championship, have a very good chance of winning at least a sectional championship, and who knows, those two teams could play again in regional.
And I think what's really gone unsaid so far this season has been the New Haven receiving core.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting behind defenders, they have speed, pretty sure hands. I mean, when you're talking about guys like Whitney Harris, Kentrell Thomas, James Gardner. We've seen Diamond Towns make plays. Yeah. I mean, they have a number of guys where, yeah, you can key on Keyshawn Jones in the running game and even Keyshawn Moore to a certain degree because he can move it with his feet. But you don't know which receiver can break out on any given Friday night.
And that was one of the key things. Dylan Hunley is obviously the guy for East Noble, but you look at New Haven, we can make a case for 3 or 4 different guys to have a good game for New Haven every week. So much like we talked about Adams Central defending Woodland, so many weapons on the field, it's very tough to defend New Haven because not only do they have an exceptional running game and a dual threat passer who can get out of the pocket and make plays with his legs, but you have 3 or 4 wideouts that at any opportunity can burn somebody, and they've been able to do that all year.
I don't think we talked about this too much during our midseason award show, but Keyshawn Jones, 21 carries, 215 yards, 5 touchdowns last week. Is he in the running, or is he the most valuable player for any team in Northeast Indiana? Because, well, you take him out of the picture and make them one-dimensional. I don't know if they have the type of success that they've had this season, and certainly not the dominating success that we saw on Friday night against East Noble.
Has to be in the conversation. His numbers, I think, are down from the last couple of years. We're used to him putting up 250 per.
Well, I feel like that's because they've been blowing people out in the first half.
Well, yeah, and Keyshawn Moore has been much more effective. I think they haven't had to rely on that running game to move the football because early in his career, Keyshawn Moore would make one very good play and then make a very bad play. So he has matured, as all players do. When you get to that senior level, he has really cleaned it up, and now they are a consistent passing threat. They don't have to rely on Keyshawn as much, but yeah, it's definitely a case to be made for Keyshawn Jones for be a player of the year, at least most valuable in the area.
Are we, up until this point, have we underrated New Haven?
I think so. I have. I mean, in terms of the 4A hierarchy in the area, I've put Bishop Dwenger, East Noble, New Haven, and now I think you obviously put New Haven above East Noble, and you got to consider putting them above Bishop Dwenger at this point.
Yeah, they have been playing good football all season long, and we've seen in years past some of those big games, they make a few mistakes and it doesn't happen for them. Man, that is not the case this year. People in 4A, when the playoffs hit, better watch out for New Haven.
Yeah, definitely. We've got, like you said, waited for them to make those mistakes. They haven't done it yet. Here we are entering week 9.
All right.